So guys, welcome back to another video and welcome to my team of the group stage predictions. This promo happens pretty much every FIFA and it normally comes out the Friday that follows the 5th game day, so in theory we should see this promo be released next Friday on the 6th of December. The team of the group stage release is normally pretty good as well, and it usually features a bunch of high rated items, so it's definitely one to look out for. And in this video today, we'll be looking at some players who could potentially feature in this upcoming promotion. In the comment section down below, I do want to hear from you guys. Let me know which players you think will feature, and also let me know which players you think I'll get right and who I'll get wrong once you've seen the players that we're going to discuss in this video. If you could leave a like rating on the video as well, that would be absolutely great. The support on the videos really do help the channel, so yeah, make sure you drop a like rating on it. And if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button too, and the notification bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I upload. In FIFA 19, EA released a squad which featured 21 players, 15 from the Champions League and 6 from the Europa League, and on top of that there was also 4 more special cards given out, and they were available via SBCs and objectives, so I imagine we'll see something similar this year. There's one more thing I want to say before we get into my actual predictions. I won't be including anyone who has a road to the final card already in FIFA in my predictions. So even though there is players like Paulo Dybala who definitely could get into the team of the group stage, I'm not going to include him just because he's already got a live item. Okay, so let's get into things. The first player we're going to talk about in this video is Ajax's goalkeeper, Andre Onana, who has been really good for his side in the group stages. 3 very big performances, 2 of them against Lille and 1 of them against Valencia, and in general he's been very solid through this stage of the competition. He's made 3 clean sheets in 5 games and he's averaged just under 5 saves per game as well. The other player on this page is of course Juventus' Juan Cuadrado. Now Juve topped what is a pretty tough group in the Champions League and they did it in a convincing manner as well, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them get 1 or 2 players in the upcoming team of the group stage. One of those players could potentially be Cuadrado. He got himself a goal and an assist during the group stage, and he also put in a couple of decent performances from right back as well. He got himself a goal in the draw against Atletico Madrid and he also got an assist in Juventus' win against Moscow. On this next page we have 2 potentially pretty high rated candidates for the upcoming team of the group stage. The first one is of course Harry Kane. Now Harry Kane is one of the top goal scorers in the Champions League at the moment. He scored 6 goals in 5 games. 2 of them goals actually came yesterday against Olympiacos, and in that game Kane scored twice obviously, and those goals actually ensured that Harry Kane became the quickest player in Champions League history to score 20 goals in the competition. So yeah, record breaker Harry Kane, I guess. Probably won't get a record breaker card though, but I do expect him to feature in the team of the group stage, and for that he should get a pretty nice looking card that should have some ridiculous shooting attributes. Next to him is Toni Kroos, who is he's just one of them constant performers for Real Madrid. He's been pretty solid for them throughout the group stage, and he's picked up a goal and an assist during that time as well, so he could be one of the midfielders. Page number 3 features 2 very good looking potential cards. Now, one of them I'm very confident will happen, and the other one I'm really not too sure about, but you'll understand why in a moment. So first, let's talk about Haaland, who obviously is the youngster who plays for RB Salzburg. Now, this kid is 19 and he's banging in goals in the Champions League. In 5 Champions League games this season, he scored 8 goals. And it's worth noting that he only actually started in 3 of them 5 games, which is absolutely mad. And that means he's scoring a goal pretty much every 37 minutes, which is yeah, absolutely just insane, especially for a 19-year-old. This guy is guaranteed a spot in the team of the group stage, in my opinion, and it could actually be a really good cheapish item. He shouldn't be too expensive due to his overall rating and the fact he'll be packed a lot, but his card should, in theory, have some pretty insane stats, especially after he's had a couple of special items already in FIFA 20 this year. So yeah, could be a very good card to look out for. On the other side of the page is Orsic. Now, this guy has 2 informs in FIFA already, and his second inform has 88 shooting on an 82 overall inform card, which is just absolutely mad. So if this guy gets into the team in the group stage, it's going to have some absolutely ridiculous stats, and I hope he does get in, because that card could be pretty fun. In 5 games, he's got himself 4 goals and also got an assist, so maybe, just maybe, he could feature. I do have to say though, I'm not super confident in him featuring, but I hope he does. On the next slide, we have 2 more high rated items. We've got Thiago Silva and Napoli's Mertens, and we'll actually start by talking about Mertens. In 5 games in the Champions League, he's scored 4 times, and he's also picked up an assist, and some of his goals have been quite key, especially the ones against Liverpool, so I feel like Mertens has a good shot at making it in, and if he does, that's going to be a pretty insane card for Ultimate Team. Obviously, on the other side of the page is Thiago Silva. Pretty much PSG's defence in the Champions League thus far has been absolutely solid, so yeah, we need someone to represent that. So I think Thiago Silva is a good pick. He's performed really well in the centre-back role for PSG in the group stage, and he's recorded 4 clean sheets in 5 games, and he's averaging a tackle or 2 and an intercept or 2 per game too, so that's very good to see for a defender. This next page features 2 very good looking potential items. We've got Manchester City's Sterling and Inter Milan's Lautaro Martinez. Now Sterling in the group stages has got 5 goals and he's also picked up 2 assists, and he's been the man of the match for Man City on 2 occasions in the group stage as well. So I feel like he's got a really good chance at featuring in this team. The same, to be fair, can be said for Lautaro Martinez, who has scored 5 goals in 5 games for Inter Milan. And if Martinez does get in, and I think he will, that card could be very, very good, because he's got really good pace, really good shooting, good dribbling, and good physicals. Like, that's what you want in a striker. That card, in theory, could be very effective in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Tolisso is one of many players from Bayern Munich who could potentially get themselves a Champions League special item. Tolisso in 5 games for Bayern Munich picked up 2 goals and also got 3 assists as well, so he's been pretty solid in the midfield for Bayern Munich. But like I've said, there are so many candidates from Bayern Munich, I wouldn't be shocked to see Tolisso missed out in favour of another Bayern Munich player. One player I can't see missing out on the team in the group stage is Ajax midfielder Hakim Ziyech, who has just been incredible for his side in the games that he's played. In 5 matches, he's scored twice, and he's also set up 4 other goals directly. Yeah, the guy's been really good, and I'll be very shocked if he does not feature in the team of the group stage. We could see another special Messi item in FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. He has been brilliant for Barcelona in the group stage. He scored twice and set up 3 other goals directly, but it's his level of playing that's going to get him into the team in the group stage, in my opinion, because he's been playing at such a high level, and he was man of the match in 3 of the 5 group stage games that he has featured in. Keylor Navas is another player who has been key to his side. I mentioned earlier about PSG's defence being very good in the Champions League, and some of that is down to how they've defended, and some of it is down to how good Keylor Navas has been, because yeah, he was ridiculous in the group stages, especially the other night against Real Madrid. He made like 10 saves in that game. Yeah, he did concede twice, but he was getting peppered and he was making so many stops. And like I say, throughout the full group stage, Keylor Navas has been awesome for PSG, and there's a good chance that he'll get another special card in the team in the group stage, in my opinion. A Bundesliga duo is on this slide. We've got Lewandowski and Hakimi. Who should we start with? Let's just go with the defender, shall we? So Hakimi has been pretty key for Dortmund thus far in the Champions League. He's actually scored 4 goals, which is yeah, pretty freaking impressive. Dortmund are currently third in their group, and it's going to be between them and Inter Milan to see who's going to get the final knockout spot from Group F, so it'll be interesting to see what happens in that group. But anyway, Hakimi thus far, like I said, has been really good in the groups for Dortmund. 4 goals in 5 games for him, and also a clean sheet as well. Lewandowski, on the other hand, is currently the Champions League's top goal scorer, so it's a guarantee that he is going to be in the team of the group stage. In 5 games, he scored 10 goals, so yeah, I really don't need to say much more on that. He's definitely going to be in, and hopefully his card does have some insane shooting attributes. Like I already mentioned, with Bayern Munich pretty much running away with their group, I wouldn't be surprised to see numerous Bayern Munich players in team of the group stage. Another potential good candidate is Benjamin Pavard, who helped them keep 3 clean sheets in 5 games, and he also got 2 assists from the right back role as well. I say right back role, he's played right back and centre back in the Champions League, so yeah, be interesting to see what position he would actually get if he does make the team of the group stage squad. The other player on the page is of course Liverpool's Mohamed Salah. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not super confident about this one, but I do feel like a Liverpool player will get into the team of the group stage, and I just didn't know which one to pick, to be honest. There's definitely a bunch of candidates. You've got the likes of Chamberlain, Firmino and Salah, but yeah, wasn't super sure on which one to go with, but in the end, I decided to go with Salah, who got 3 goals and 2 assists in 5 games. Anyway, let's now move on and let's talk about some Europa League players. The first one we will discuss is Rangers forward Alfredo Morelos. Now, this guy, I'll be very shocked if he doesn't get a team of the group stage card, to be honest, because he scored 5 goals in 5 games. And aside from match number 1, he scored in every following match. And he also picked up an assist as well. He's definitely been the star man for Rangers throughout the group stage. And I do believe he will get a team of the group stage item. Another forward who I believe has a good chance at also featuring as one of the Europa League standouts is AZ Alkmaar striker Boadu. He got himself 4 goals in 5 games for his side, and like the previous player, he scored in pretty much every game as well. Arsenal are in the driving seat in Group F, and one of their standout players throughout the group stage has been Gabriel Martinelli, who has essentially made a name for himself in this tournament. I've got to be honest, I'm not super confident that Martinelli will feature in the team of the group stage, but as an Arsenal fan, as you can imagine, I'm really hoping he does. Another player who has shined for their team is Ryan Christie, the Celtic midfielder. Celtic also have topped their group, and this man has been in the monster goals and assists for his club throughout the whole competition thus far. Bruno Fernandes has been the star man for Sporting throughout the group stages. He's got himself a few goals and a few assists, and just in general his performances have been to a high standard, and he has definitely led Sporting to the top of their group. Another team that performed really well in the group stages of the Europa League is Sevilla. They've topped their group as well, and part of that is thanks to the performance of one of their forwards, Munir, who's actually one of the Europa League's top goal scorers, and he's also picked up a couple of assists in the group stage as well. So guys, there you have it. We've just identified a bunch of players who could potentially be featuring in the upcoming team of the group stage promo. In the comment section down below, let me know who you think I will have predicted right, and also let me know which players you feel like I have missed out. If you could leave a like rating on the video, that would be greatly appreciated as always. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.